Hello civilians. Welcome back to our channel. And today we'll be talking about the world's most dangerous drug. So, let's begin. Now, there are many drugs in the world, but if I had to ask you that which is the most dangerous drug of them all, then what would you reply? You might answer that maybe it's marijuana, weed, ecstasy, or maybe any other drug that could potentially be the most dangerous drug in the world. But if you guessed any one of these, then you are completely wrong, as none of these drugs is as dangerous as the drug that I'm about to tell you. The most dangerous drug in the whole entire world is comfort. Yes. Now you might be surprised and maybe a bit confused as to why I named comfort as the most dangerous drug. Well, first of all, comfort isn't considered a drug at all. Hence, when you don't perceive something to be dangerous, that's when something becomes the most dangerous. We live in an era where we can literally do almost anything and everything at our fingertips. This gives us convenience, but at the same time, this also means that we don't have to use our energy to accomplish anything. Let's say that you want to watch your favorite movie while you are in your bedroom. Then you don't even need to move an inch, as you can simply start watching it on your TV. If the TV is in another room and you're too lazy to even go there, then you can watch it on your smartphone. Now you don't even need a TV. If you're hungry and you want something to eat, then you don't need to go out or cook at home. You can simply order something online with the use of net banking and food will be served at your doorstep within 30 minutes. If you imagine the above scenario, then you or any other person can get extremely comfortable. It's because you have the comfort of watching your favorite movie in your bedroom while having the most delicious food available in the market. If you wanted to do the same thing just 20 years ago, then you wouldn't have the same comfort level or convenience. Since there were no smartphones, you had to go to the other room to watch content on the TV. If you didn't have your favorite content, then you probably had to go out and walk in a blockbuster outlet to buy a DVD. Since internet penetration was limited, payment gateways were new, and net banking or online payments wasn't a norm, you had to pay cash. With everything we just said, it's quite easy for anyone to become extremely lazy and comfortable. But we humans as a species have always evolved and done something better with time. After every few months or years, there's someone with a new innovation that has the ability to completely change the world. But just as we have pros and cons to everything, we also have pros and cons to having more convenience and comfort. Now there's a quote that I came across while I was scrolling social media. What the quote said completely blew away my mind. It said that comfort is our drug. Once you get used to it, it becomes addicting. Give a weak person consistent stimulation, good food, cheap entertainment, and they will throw their ambitions right out of the window. This quote had me thinking, and I was shocked for a few minutes. I began to think about all the things that went wrong even when we humans had all the latest and greatest developments in the history of humanity. It seems that living in the most livable time has its own disadvantages as well. If you take a look at the world around you, then you would realize that it has been designed to capture your attention in order to make you addicted. Almost everyone is addicted to smartphones, social media, video games, entertainment, fast food, and to various other things. In today's time, it's the easiest to earn money and to become rich than it has ever been in the entire history of humanity. Today, people are earning a lot of money just by working from home by using the internet. Since the internet has democratized content creation, almost anyone can upload a video or a blog on the internet and become the next big thing if he or she goes viral. This was almost impossible just 20 to 30 years ago. But just because anyone can do this doesn't mean that everyone will do it. Today, people are lazier than they have ever been, when people should have been taking full advantages of the tools and resources that they have been gifted in the 21st century. They are quite busy doing nothing and they enjoy wasting their time. Or rather, I should say that they enjoy killing their time. If you can relate to what I am saying, then I think it's high time that you should realize that the situation is quite alarming. And if you don't take actions in time, then you could also be addicted to something that will lead you to a path of mediocrity. But what exactly can you do to escape mediocrity by not getting addicted to anything? Well, there are some ways which will surely help you, and they are as follows. Now, the number one point is accept yourself. The first and foremost thing that you need to do is to accept that it's completely normal to get addicted to something. If you are addicted to anything in today's world, it's not your fault. Although it's your fault, but it's not your complete fault, because we live in a world that has been designed to capture our attention and make you an addict. Social media companies hire people who understand the psychology of a human brain. These people are experts in understanding how a person gets addicted to something. They help these big, giant corporations to create an environment that's mesmerizing and ideal for anyone who enters it. Everything that you see, hear, smell, touch, and feel has been perfectly curated to simply attract your attention. The content you consume has been curated to keep you hooked for the next episode. The food you eat has been curated to keep you wanting for the next pizza slice. You see, it's not your complete fault, as the makers know about the human psychology and they have perfected the art of creating a state of flow in your brain which delivers maximum pleasure. Hence, if you are hooked or addicted to anything, then don't beat yourself and say bad things to yourself. You are not a bad person, because this happens to almost each and every one of us. Hence, the first thing that you can do is to accept that you need to change and the fact that you can change. Now, the second point is have a vision. Now, as soon as you have accepted the fact that you need to change and also the fact that you can change, then the next big thing is to define a vision for yourself. If you don't have a big compelling vision that can give you a breathtaking experience, then why the hell are you even working towards a better future? Millions of people get addicted to comfort and various other drugs only because their life is shallow and empty from within. If you actually want to make your life more meaningful and more than what it is right now, then you must define your vision as to why you would risk your comfort and convenience. If you have no desire of having a fit body, then giving up on junk food would be quite hard. If you have no desire to get better at a skill, then why would you leave your comfort zone? If anyone has no desire to get better or earn more money, then why the hell would anyone give up their comfort in order to pursue anything new? Hence, before you begin, I think it's very important to define your vision. Your vision can be anything you want. Your vision doesn't have to be practical. If you want to be the richest person, so be it. If you want to do something that's never been done before, then do it. You should never be afraid to dream big. Basically, your vision should be something that's meaningful to you. If your parents don't agree with you or your vision, then that's completely okay. Your vision has nothing to do with anyone in your family, friends, or neighbors. It should only be meaningful to you, and it should be capable enough to get you working without external motivation. Now, the third point is take small steps. When you have thought about your vision, then there's a very high chance that you will be overwhelmed by it. If you are a big thinker and your vision is quite big, then turning your vision into reality will be quite a daunting task for you. Now, you need to avoid the number one mistake that most people make when they are at this level. Most people get excited because of their compelling vision, but in most of the cases, the motivation doesn't last long and people get bored very easily. Thus, they go back to their old lifestyle of comfort, convenience, and mediocrity. If you want to improve your situation, then I think it's best to be realistic in your approach and remain dedicated and grounded in your journey even when things are going against you. Always remember that a plane takes off against the wind. If you already accepted the fact that it would be quite difficult in the initial days, then you wouldn't be surprised if things aren't going the way you want them to go. Don't be motivated to take very big steps in the initial days. Take very small steps on a regular basis and just stay consistent. Always remember what Bill Gates said. People overestimate what they can do in 1 year, but they always underestimate what they can do in 10 years. So if you want to win at life, then play the long game and keep taking small steps in the short game. Now, the fourth point is build momentum. Now, if you have decided to change something about your routine, you have envisioned something big for yourself, and you have started taking small steps, then it's time to realize that there's a possibility that you might mess this up. There are millions of people who are fed up of their lives. Then one fine day, they decide to change something about their life, and they finally begin to see some progress after implementing a new schedule or a new regime. But as soon as they see some success, they become casual and then they take a day off. Taking a day off isn't bad, but sometimes a day becomes a week becomes a month becomes a year, and a year becomes never. The biggest reason why people never get out of their comfort zone is because they never build momentum. If you want to actually achieve something in your life, then you need to build momentum. Momentum will help you to deal with any temporary setback, and you would have the ability to carry on with the journey even when others might quit. Hence, if you have started taking small steps, don't underestimate the journey and keep moving one step at a time. Always remember that you didn't come this far to only come this far. You still have to go miles from here. Now, the fifth point is help others. Now, if you have finally achieved something great or you are in the process of achieving it, then this means that you are quite successful in stepping out of your comfort zone and also in breaking a chain of bad habits. Now it's time to share your wisdom and help people in your community so that they can achieve what you have already achieved. If you teach someone about what you have already learned over the course of your journey, then you will earn a lot of respect, and this will also have a positive impact on your self-esteem. If you teach anything, then this means that you will learn it twice. Now concluding this video, comfort is indeed a drug, and once you get used to it, it will destroy your life, and by the time you realize this, it will be too late. Yes, it could become addicting, but you need to focus on your goals in order to be the man or the woman that you are always destined to be. One thing more, stepping outside of your comfort zone doesn't mean that you can't enjoy junk food or your favorite content. You just have to earn it. If you have worked hard for 6 days, then you have earned the right to enjoy the 7th day as per your wish. You just have to maintain a balance between working hard and enjoying your life. This is perhaps the best way to get out of your comfort zone and achieve literally anything that you want while also enjoying your life to the fullest. Well, that was it for today's CiBillions. Now, if you really liked our content, then please like, comment, share and subscribe. It's your likes that motivate us to make more content just for you. And do follow us on Instagram because our community of like-minded people is growing bigger day by day. So, thanks for being with us until the end. We'll see you in the next one, and thank you.